Hello, Chosen Undead. So we are back in Undead Parish. I've fiddled with my armor, trying to get that light roll and maximize defense. We're back in the just across the bridge here. The Drake is still around, I think. And yeah, so now we're going to move into Undead Parish. Undead Parish is a really cool little zone that leads you to the Bell Gargoyles and what many would consider to be sort of the chapter 1 of the game. So we're going to continue on up here. We're going to deal with this guy. And then if you were to continue across the bridge instead of going over the bridge, but actually going under the bridge, you would come up right here. Now, I don't recommend it because you're on the other side of this gate and the gate's closed and you can't get to that bonfire. And then up here is another Black Knight, and we're going to see if we can't get to him and take him out too. So there is a Black Knight. And you can try and use the third dimension to your advantage, unless they juke you back. So oh god. And that is me ineffectually clanking off of his shield. Oh god, oh god. And we're good. And we got the Black Knight Greatsword. I think we already had that, didn't we? Or did we get a Black Knight Sword? No, we got a Black Knight Sword and a Greatsword. That's cool. I really, really, really wanted the shield, but I mean, live and learn. Or you just kind of, that's life. So actually, this is a good view of where we're going. So in there, I guess you can't see too much from going on in there, but all right, let's head on down. Okay, so there's a couple of hollows, and then there's that pig guy. And the way that you can do this, that guy in the back, far, far, far back, where my character's head is currently aligned, he'll run back and try and close the gate. There's a way to get back there where you can beat them to the gate. And part of it relies on the crest shield and just kind of running fast. So let's just try this out. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go and I'm going to run along the stairs to the right. I'm going to rest for a moment in between two bits of stair, and then I'm going to come sprinting around where those crossbowmen are, and I'm going to try and beat that guy back behind the gate. And we'll give it a shot. All right, so just ignore all this stuff. Get back there with him, and then survive. So he's going to do his thing, and that's fine. Because we're back there now. Doesn't really matter. So they can feel free to close that. Can I? I guess not. It doesn't. Ha! Okay. I guess hitting through walls goes both ways. All right, that's stupid. All right, so anyway, you beat that guy back and you just cut out a whole bunch of wasted time. All right, so these guys are going to come play with us. Oh. All right, so continue up. We're going to come back and deal with this pig later, and I will also show you what happens if the timing doesn't work out and you can't get this all. squared away. It's not a big deal. It really isn't that. It doesn't add that much time. This is just kind of a nice quality of life thing. Anyway, we're going to come up here and we're going to pick up the halberd. Yeah, which is one of my favorite weapons in the game. We're going to heal up. And then I'm going to introduce you to a Boulder Knight. So one will always aggro because he can see you, I guess, through that door. But when you have the Astora's straight sword, it's not that bad. These guys are really fun enemies. And ooh, I'll show you to try and heal. All right. So they can drop their whole set. They can the Boulder set. They can drop that shield. They can drop that sword. And those are generally considered to be some of the better items in the game. Not that the armor is whatever, but the shield, if you're not lucky enough, like so far I haven't been, if you're not lucky enough to get the Black Knight shield, their shield is one of the best stability shields in the game, which makes a lot of the rest of this content relatively easy. But before going in there, let's go up here. There's another Boulder Knight. And with the Astoras, just 2 of those. Your second, the upward slash on the Astoras makes that a little easier. Kick the guy, do the thing. All right. Come around here. There's this dude. Kick the guy, do the thing. Oh, another spear. Awesome. I'm getting a little reckless, it looks like. Taking more damage than I feel like I should. That is the rapier variant of the Boulder Knight, and then this is the Knight Shield. I don't like it. It's too heavy. But, you know, it's not a terrible... I mean, it's 100% physical resist. It's not terrible. Okay, so... There's the pig. We're going to kind of go do this backwards, essentially. So we're going to walk out here, get whatever's going on over here. Soul packet, always a good time. Over there, on that floor there, is the mystery key. So if you did not take the master key, you will need that key to unlock Lautrec, who is an NPC who we will be attempting to rescue here in Undead Parish. So you're going to try and... Yep, he's going to climb up at me, which is fine. I don't want to try and mess with going down there. Oh, God. No, that's not good. Alright, I guess it ended up being mostly okay. Ooh, a broken straight sword. Thank you so much. Alright, and there's that guy, and then there's that dude down there. We'll go around here. Screw your picnic table. Pick up the mystery key. Okay. And then there's this dude. Another broken straight sword. All right. So had you not been able to get that bridge open, you'd be running down here instead, and you'd be dealing with that pig guy. But because we did, we are not going to have to worry about trying to fight him on the ground. We are instead going to be able to take care of him on the roof or up above. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay. You're going to loot an item here called the Alluring Skull. And the Alluring Skull does more or less exactly what it says on the tin. There it is. Enemies are going to be drawn to it. And that pig is encased currently in a large amount of armor. So the game's sort of telling you what to do here. Oh, shit. All right, so you drop the Alluring Skull, and then it just kind of walks into that flame there. And, you know, it may not totally kill itself, but it'll certainly come close, or it will totally kill itself. Awesome. I am not having great luck as far as RNG drops. There's a cool helmet that you can get basically his hat, or his helmet, which is nifty. But anyway, we have taken care of that. Use the Alluring Skull. Use the environment to your advantage, folks, if you can. Dark Souls certainly encourages you to do so. Okay, so having dealt with everything up here in Undead Parish, we're going to go back to where we were a second ago. So there is the Baldur Knight we fought. Well, there would be the Baldur Knight. I guess he's despawned. We're going to come around here, and you'll recognize some of this, I think. This is... We did the item run. We came through here. And ran past these guys. Again, a light crossbow. So they're a good source. They're a pretty reliable source for Titanite shards. And then down that way is the Bonfire. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and run there. And because we have 2 humanity, we are going to both reverse our hollowing, go human, unlock PvP. So I did mention this in one of the earlier videos, and it occurred to me as I was watching it in the post that I got lost in my thought and forgot to finish the idea. So humanity is kind of the gate to online content. If you are hollow, you don't, unless you get invaded by... Or unless you invite a Gravelord Covenant guy, you're not going to run into online stuff. If you are human, you can be summoned. And I'm actually, when I get out there, I'm going to drop my soapstone. Just so that if I get summoned, you guys can see what that looks like in terms of how that whole process goes. It's a great way to get souls, and also it's a fantastic way to learn a new boss. If you're unsure what a boss's mechanics are, you can go ahead and drop your soapstone. Somebody will summon you, especially in Remastered these days, like everyone's playing it. And do that. Deal with him. Deal with him. There's someone else. There's a summon sign. I wonder what these are. Touch dragon remnants. Huh. All right. So you put your soapstone down, and maybe someone summons you, or not. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get the big knight out. Draw his attention. This guy is a pain in the rear, but he's really not that bad. Watch me completely get wrecked. Well, okay. I was going to see if I could backstab him. I know he is backstabbable. I've watched my friend do it. But I'm not wonderful about backstabs. I'm not particularly great at them. I'm much more the roly-poly playstyle. So he's got a really cool moveset. He is Hits like a truck if he connects, though. Oh my goodness. But if you get your roll game on point, he shouldn't be all that bad. And then he can. Well, that's pretty lame. So he can drop, large Titanite and all kinds of fun stuff, and he can drop his full set. But I guess in this instance, he felt like, I'm going to drop just a Titanite shard. To screw you, buddy. All right, so. You certainly do not have to. There we go. Awesome. Excellent. I'm being summoned. You guys get to check that out. Sort of the rules of what happens when you get summoned. So you get pulled into that person's world, and you only have 5 Estus flasks, and you get a portion. I don't remember the exact number. You get a portion of however many souls they get from whatever they kill. And so just kind of follow them around. And right now I'm a white phantom because I'm not in the Sunbro Covenant, but I would eventually be gold. And we're summoning someone else, maybe. Or being invaded, I don't know. Okay, we're summoning someone else. And presumably we're going to go do Bell Gargoyles, which is awesome. So the enemy here is called a Channeler. And he's got a small army of these crappy hollows with him as well. He doesn't have that many hit points, but he is a real pain in the butt wizard. Just because he's got this trident and he buffs the damage of all these undead guys. Yep. You go get that, buddy. He's picking up that soul packet. We'll come do all this ourselves in a second. I guess. Oh, well, we're going all out there, huh? Okay. Yeah, so next we come up and there's another Baldurn Knight on the stairs here. And evidently you can't walk through them. There you go, buddy. And I presume the guy who summoned me here, do or die, he's going to go for probably try and rescue Lautrec. So, let's just do this. He's going to go through here. This is exactly the path I was going to take. He's going to come up here. You open this door and you speak. I can't see him in my world, obviously. But you speak to this guy in here, Lautrec, and you make a bargain with him. He'll meet you back at Firelink, or, if you want, you can kill him. He's going to go back there. There's a body in that barrel there. That barrel has a humanity in it. And let us continue on our journey. So when you get summoned, out of the deal, obviously, you get souls. You also can get what's called a Sunlight Medal if one of the persons in your party is a member of the Sunlight Covenant. And there may be other PvP-related, or not, summoning-related covenants elsewhere in the game. The person doing the boss will go in, and they will go into the room first. You can't... Oh, okay, I guess you can. Okay, so here we are. This is the Bell Gargoyles. There's a movie about them jumping off the tower. Presumably he's going to see it now, or is seeing it now. All 3 of us are using the same shield. That's interesting. There it is. Okay, goodness. So he's got his movie of the gargoyle jumping down. Unfortunately, you can't skip this stuff. They drop their helmet, their shield, their halberd, and their axe. The axe you get by cutting off the tail. The other ones are all random chance. Plenty of players farm this boss. There's going to be 2 of them. They kill the first one. If they don't get what they want, they roll off the edge of the roof, and they kind of do that for, rinse, repeat, ad nauseum. I can see the appeal. It's, outside of the scope of what we're trying to do. So the tail's a big, easy target. And there's the tail. The first gargoyle is fine. He's a melee fighter. The second gargoyle has a flame attack or a breath weapon. All right. So I'm a huge fan of doing these bosses as a group. I really enjoy the cooperative element of this game. You obviously don't need to summon if you don't want to, and there are plenty of folks who prefer to do it that way. But it's a great way to learn the boss. It's a great way to do so without really a great deal of risk, and it's also a great way to gain souls. And it's also a great way to lower the faith requirement for the Sunlight Covenant. So let's go ahead and bait this Baldr Knight out. Pop in here. Take care of this one. The rapier variant of the Baldr Knight has a very nasty parry, so do watch out for that. The other ones, have a shield bash attack that won't blast. Oh, excellent! That'll blast through your shield-based defenses. All right, so now I haven't killed the channeler in my game, so he'll throw spells at me and that kind of thing. We're gonna pick up. This is what we got from killing that Baronique Knight. There's a Firekeeper Soul, and we're gonna go ahead and. Oh, are you kidding me? 1 soul? Goodness. Okay, so let's put that Drake sword to work. Show you guys how that thing works. It's pretty fun. So its moveset is far more slashy. You know what? Actually, we're going to go ahead and rescue Lautrec, and then we're going to go upgrade our Estus Flask to Estus Flask +2. Oh no, I flew too close to the sun. Get the humanity. Let's go ahead and rescue Lautrec. Boop. Now, if you have the master key, you'll use, I think, the master key. If you have the mystery key, you'll use that. I don't know what happens if you use both. But I guess you use the mystery key. So you can go talk to him. He tells you, hey, like, I just got out of prison, bro. Like, calm down. And we're going to go and talk to him because I want to summon him. So, the larger Baronate Knight will not respawn after you kill him once, nor will the Channeler. However, the swarm of little undead dudes totally will. So they'll be kind of a thing you have to grind through every time you come down here. But we're going to pop down to Firelink. Just getting some prizes.
Come again.
Cool. Alright, so first things first, you are down in Firelink. And get your flask up to +2. Then talk to Lautrec. He gives you a sunlight medal. And then he starts talking about... He starts talking about going and getting humanity to sort of keep your humanity. So I'm going to go ahead and reverse hollowing because I'm dumb. Got myself dead. And because I want to be able to summon. And then I may as well spend these souls. I think I might have enough for a level. No, I don't. That still won't be enough. That'll do it. Okay, now we're good. All right, so we're going to head back up. More or less exactly the way we came. Having now talked to both Solaire and Lautrec, we can summon them for this fight. That upward slash is lethal. I love it. All right, so there's no channeler, but there are still the swarm of hollows. They are obviously much less dangerous, but no less annoying. Just, you know, dispatch them they'll be handled. They're not worth a lot of souls. It's not a big deal. We're going to come up here. So Lautrec's summoning location is not immediately obvious. But I'm going to show you. Come around here, and he's hiding in the back. So this works just like summoning a player, but you're summoning NPC characters. So if you're playing offline, you can still do this. That's the important part. If you play like deliberately logged out and whatnot, you won't get invaded, but the offline mechanic exists. We're also going to go ahead and summon Solaire, and just to help a buddy out, I'm going to go ahead and summon, if I can, yep, there it is. I don't know if I can or not, summon a fourth. I might try and bring a player. All right, these guys are pretty much going to school the bosses for you. So if you're, a newer player or something, don't worry, basically. All right, so just run forward, eventually get the movie. We just watched it, and unfortunately, you still can't skip it. Oh, you can. Never mind. All right, the tail is really easy to get, as you can see. Just keep your health up, and those guys will pretty much handle these bosses for you. Obviously, get in there. But you know that there's going to be another one coming. Here's the one, and now we have the other. Now that there's just the one, it really is easy. Done. Cool. And it would appear as if the RNG gods are very not aligned. None of the items. No halberd, no mask, no shield. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and come up here. There's no way to make climbing the ladder upward any faster. But we're going to ring the first bell. So come around, go up top. And ring the first bell. There's a video of you ringing a bell. Got it. This triggers a whole bunch of events in game. Now, you can go down the ladder faster. If you are not pressing anything else, you just press B or circle, and you'll go down, and we're going to have a new guest or buddy. Let me get down to the bottom. And this is like the sin partner. So if you hit a friendly NPC, you can come here and you can request absolution. It is very expensive, so try not to do it. Do, however, buy the indictment book. It is a fun little item you can use to how honorable. Oh, also learn his gesture because it's cool. You can... There you go. So with the indictment book, if you get invaded by another enemy or another player and they kill you, which when it comes to me, they always do, you can indict them. Now that sounds like a bitchy thing, and it kind of is, but it's also important for PvP and a number of other things because... I'll leave it down here, but I don't think it's going to matter. important for PvP because there's a covenant of some kind that actually relies on that kind of thing, and it keeps the PvP community alive. I have not looked into it terribly closely, so I don't know which covenant it is, and I will look into that for the next video. But it feeds the PvP community, and those people that get indicted are the ones that kind of want that kind of thing anyway. They're looking for that content. So we're gonna wrap Undead Parish up by getting us the best ring in the game, and then we will spend our souls and prepare for Darkroot is the next zone. And you can get the Darkroot pretty easily from this little shortcut. But first things first, get the Ring of Favor and Protection. So it is an item currently on Knight Lautrec, who, if you don't kick him off, if you don't fight him, there is a whole quest involving him and him killing your Firelink, Flame Guardian, Flamekeeper thing. Oh, interesting. You know, I had this happen to me before. Go ahead and rest. That should reset his location. So he should be down there now. Yeah. What's wrong? There he is. I have no idea. That actually happened to me on my test account too, and I just figured it was kind of a random bug. Anyway, go ahead and de-equip your weapon and talk to him. So if you do his side quest, he kills your Flamekeeper, and then later on in the game he invades you, and you got to like fight all the guys, and it's a big pain in the ass. Or you can just kick him, and he'll fall off the edge. And then when you get those 1,000 souls, you quit, reload the game, and his gear will be waiting for you. He is a bad guy. I don't feel bad killing him. And that ring is, it's seriously like your perma ring slot. Like, you never take this off. Yeah, look at all that health I just gained. Whoop. So, with that having been said, I think we are ready to move on to the next part of the adventure. We've done the Bell Gargoyles, we've done Knight Lautrec, and we've done our version of Knight Lautrec's entire quest. And picked up the Drake Sword, finished up at Undead Parish, and we are prepared to move into Darkroot Garden. So thanks for watching, and hope you're learning a lot. And this is Fiasco saying good night and signing out.